It's all bang bang bloody bang to me.
Hello wonderful people, Connor Whitmore here again with another video for you on the Naughty Step channel, and today I'm going to be talking about the new compilation from Malignant Music, Malignant Volume 1. As if we needed another sign of just how big an impact Marauder has made on bass music already. Here he is, not even 20 years old yet to my knowledge, and the first compilation from his own label is here. Up until now, of course, we've only had singles from him on this imprint. Been a chance for him to do whatever he wants with his style, which has provided some great results, also some not quite as on point for him, but importantly, we've had hints of his style evolving. Regarded at the moment, and for the last few years, as the main practitioner of tear out dubstep, and so I'm wondering how that's going to translate over into a compilation with non-tear out producers on it. Names here I wouldn't associate with that music, so I'm interested as to what they're all going to go for. No idea what any of it is going to sound like, so perfect for a live review. Hearing all 9 tunes for the first time, I'm going to talk about them as they go on and summarise along the way as per, and I will spend a bit of time at the end talking about the comp as a whole. So yeah, let's get to it. And first up here we have Laryngitis by the man himself, Marauder. Let's go. That is quite eerie. Oh! Oh! That is a sick idea. You can hear the snare. I mean, that one is undeniable. That one is just, yeah, not a thing. But the idea, that idea is sick. I'm really liking that. Like, pointed, fresh, well articulated. Yeah, I'm liking it. I'm liking the distinction between all the sounds there. Really nice. Oh, only a minute to go. A classic short number from Mr. Marauder. Yeah, man, if that snare was just... It just... The idea is so sick, though. Like, it's a shame. It's a shame that that isn't... The sounds are fresh, but the idea as a whole isn't because of that snare. He's done a fantastic job there of making something that's far more kind of bright and alive than what he does usually, which is quite haunting, almost overblown, but kind of in a good way. And yeah, just very full-on, scratchy, tear-out sound. It's just the snare that I simply... It doesn't fit with everything else that's on top. It just doesn't. The idea is good. I've said that. I really enjoy that. And, you know, it's well articulated, as I said. Staggered kind of staccato approach, I think, is really good. And the introduction I really liked as well. I think he set a scene well, and it was scary. Like, I felt really weirded out, and it was eerie as fuck. But a lot of good there, but that important factor was lacking. Okay, moving on, we have Wook Zipper by Subfiltronic. Let's go. Production sounding good. Quick builds, man. Quick builds. Quick builds up in here. Ooh, okay. Ooh. Oh yeah, that's getting me going. I'm vibing. I'm vibing. Ooh, the playfulness we're getting here, the jumpiness, the kind of weird and like off the cuff, you know, bouncy appeal. Really, really cool. I'm liking it. Yeah, this one is good fun. I'm getting into it. Doesn't feel quite like it has the same impact, maybe not layered as much. Yeah, interesting. Just feels a little bit more bare. I hear tunes like these and I'm just like, this is how inventive rhythm can be. Like, this is fun, bubbly, it's interesting, creative. Yeah, that was good. I like that. A couple of little things I wasn't massive on percussion-wise, of course, kind of par for the course at this point, but beyond that, I wasn't massive on how the second drop felt a bit more stripped back and like a few layers have been taken off in comparison with the first one. You hope it will just keep building more and more, but no, it was quite a good reflective point, you know, midway through. I like the structure of it as well. I kind of like how we didn't get a third drop. I think it ended at the right moment, and yeah, structurally it just works. I think a good example of what you can do with a rhythm backdrop. It's sprightly, it's jovial, and I'm enjoying it. After that, we have Somatic Damage by Calcium. Legal. Something about the mixing here again from him, just bit odd, bit odd. That kind of percussion he does so well. Some good sounds in here, and again, quite fun and bubbly. Classic for him, I think, stylistically here. But yeah, the production, the kind of rounded feel of the sound, not quite there. Yeah, man, the impact of that, the transition into it, not fully felt. Some amazing sounds here, as you can hear, but as an idea, as like production-wise as well, not getting a lot from it. You just feel that he can make way cheekier ideas, you know, he's done it before many times, and stuff like that just seems to do his style a bit of a disservice, if I'm being honest. Yeah, just idea doesn't do that much, you know, the sounds are on point, and yeah, he's so good, as always, at just kind of keeping your attention with all of that background glitchy kind of stuff, you know, really on point there. But, you know, yeah, ideas-wise and the production as well just wasn't quite as on point as usual for him. And a couple of mixing issues as well, I would say, generally, at various points. But, yeah, that would be my thoughts on that one. Okay, moving on, we have Neurons by Papa Khan. Legal. Do I have to turn it up one? I feel like I might have to. Oh! Oh! Whoa, it's fucking kicking off over here. Oh! Man, that dynamic between sounds is fucking mad. Oh my, oh! Oh! This is fucking flavor, man. That was mad. What's going on here? Just over halfway through as well, so decent amount to go. This is an interesting inclusion. Man, what is this? Some kind of future melodic heavy metal pop rock rhythm combo thing? This is sick. The transition into it wasn't as good as the first one. Sound isn't completely rounded. It's a bit tinny, a bit thin on the ground, but the idea, the sounds used. Love shit like that. All like skittish and jagged and playful, and the attention to detail with the placement of everything here is just fucking brilliant. Like, oh, wowzers, man. That one knocked my socks off just a bit. Man, oh, fuck. That high-pitch, skittish, jagged, angled approach, just so defined and, like, just mad. The note placement and the dynamic between everything. He's really gone in there with the kind of attention to every little detail and sound and where it's placed and how they're all playing off each other, the relationship going on there. And a lot of it is so fresh and colourful and bright as well that it's difficult not to get into. I mean, as I said as well, like, I think the whole sound itself is still quite thinned out, not that beefy, you know, not loads of substance beneath it as a beat, but I mean the idea, you have to take a lot away from the idea. Fucking good, and I was enjoying that a lot. One thing I would say, though, is that for that tune, I did have to turn it up a bit in comparison to the ones we've had already, so that might say something about the mix. Fucking heavy metal inclusion as well, like all of those guitars and just having that atmospheric bit in the middle just really added another dimension to it as well. So yeah, so much going for this one. Fuck me. Moving on from there, we have Alarm Song by Hugh K. Let's do it. Sounded a bit like Home by Marauder. Whee! Oi! Oh! Oh! That little doodle-doodle-doo! Oh, that's so sick! Oh, those little doodle-doodle-doo! Oh! Oh! Fucking hell! Oh man, I love cheeky shit like this, man. It fucking gets me going so much. He's so good at just knowing what sounds to include and when, and just perfect pitch, perfect tone, definition, all of that. It's definitely dark music. It's dark electronic music, but it has a kind of brightness and warmth to it that just makes you... It gets the dopamine flowing, you know? Oi! Oh, there it is, boy! Oi! Doesn't do too much, just, you know, plugs away, knows what it's good for, not over the top in any way, just so solid. The layering here as well, should have mentioned already, but the layering here, not wowing you, not one that's gonna knock your socks off or anything, but for what it is, it's just, it's so on point, and I'm struggling to find aspects or parts of it that I'd be like, yeah, you definitely have to improve that. Another one here I'm liking quite a lot. Okay, over halfway, now we have Plate by Krishan. Let's do it. Interesting opening. Production here is pretty muffled and scratchy. I assume that's intentional, having everything out of beat. Like, that just isn't in line in any way, but it's so obviously so that he must have done that on purpose, you know what I mean? And I'm not just gonna sit here and say, you know, it's interesting, it's quirky, it's different, that makes it good. Simply doesn't sound quite right to me, so yeah, can't really be bigging it up when it just feels a bit odd and, yeah, out of place. Second time around, actually, I'm appreciating it more as a concept, as an idea. Maybe because it's more full-on and there are different sounds involved like that. Overall feeling is it's just a bit odd, a bit weird, but then again, you do have to kind of welcome and appreciate stuff like that and see how it could work and not just kind of bat it away straight away just because on surface level enjoyment it might not be working quite that well. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly how I felt after hearing that tune, I can't lie. The beat is there, but stuff on top ensures that it's not really having a say, which is interesting, and yeah, I think enjoyment of it for anyone would boil down to whether you're on board with that, you know, whether you think that that's quite a cool idea, and I'm happy to sacrifice, you know, how I move to it, or how it might sound live and all of that, and whether I can dance to it, or yeah, whether that bothers you, or whether it does, and you're just like, yeah, it's just a bit of a weird song that I can't get into. Yeah, still frying my mind a bit, just a bit, that one, having heard it just now. And in particular, I think I would love to know what you make of that Krishan tune. Drop your thoughts below. Yeah, very interesting. Okay, next up we have High. High by Sizzy. Let's do it. Rhythm. Oi! What's on top is fantastic. Really liking the idea. Got punch to it, colour, and it's getting me. It's gnarly, dark, but it's it's a bit weak, and it's not backing up what's on top enough. And if that snare was sharper, it would just unleash the idea so much more. That sounds good. Like, that one sounds good. Just kind of replicate it for the heaviness, you know? But no, I am liking the dagger-like approach of the drops a lot. I can't lie, right? Like, just jabbing at you. Oh, and those swipes are fucking juicy. Loving them. Ooh, transitioning. Saucy. Fucking saucy. Oh, the tripling. Ooh, woo. Yeah, I mean, again, another here with a lot of good going for it. The swipes, the growls, the fucking lasers, the zips and zaps, like all of that shit. Again, it's that thing of having that dagger-like delivery that just really pierces you here. Ooh, a little bit of a flatulent surprise at the end there, wee man. But no, I really appreciate that pointed approach, very to the point and direct, and yeah, just really gets you here. The musical flavour of it as well is a good thing about it, a good selling point here. Structurally, I think it has quite a rounded feel, you know, quite complete feeling in terms of the transitioning and the different sequences we get and the relationship between them. But, yeah, is decent. Okay, penultimately, a collaboration between Ominous and Subfiltronic, who is featuring again here, and this one could be spicy. Here we go. That's rich. Quickly building. Oof. That little bear was fucking sick. But the idea generally here is not really doing a lot for me, I have to say. Some fucking amazing sounds here, I can't deny, but the overall idea and the production just feels very lethargic, I think. Double drop. You can hear that snare. If you cannot hear that, then I honestly don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I just don't. I like these two individually a lot, but this song is, as you can hear, a couple of spicy moments, but, you know, overall, yeah, not really feeling it. Okay. Musicality of that is fantastic, like, lovely. That little bear, sensational. For the most part, not really, yeah, just not doing a lot for me. Again, I just don't really get how you can make songs that sound so sharp, which both of them have done individually, and then other songs that just sound so flat on the execution. The main idea not really feeling that inspired, and just a load of amazing touches on show to kind of perk it up a bit and give it a bit of flavour and, yeah, excitement. The intro, I think, was fantastic as well, and we got it again in the midsection kind of moment. A really rich musicality and just well produced at that point, but just sounded very flat and not quite what those two are best at, you know. So it's got its moments, but for the most part, not quite for me, that one. And finally here today, we have Blunder 2.0 by Marauder again himself. Okay, here we go. Mad intro. I remember the intro. I remember that introduction. Very 28 Days Later vibes, you know. Love that. Love that. Oh! Fucking hell. The idea is good, but the sound is so muffled, so I'm not fucking hell. Yeah, as I said, the idea is impactful, sound is a bit, I don't know. Oh my god. Going for the huge and the beastly, the gargantuan, but you don't quite get the full effect of it because the production overall is just a bit, it's not fully fleshed out. Bloody hell though, it is manic, and as an idea, it's knocking me back a bit, I'll give it that. Oh! Yeah, here we go. Back to this again. That just sounds so much... That's from the original, right? That sounds so much cleaner. Like, hear that snare? Fucking hell, you can hear the difference so clearly, man. If you can't hear that, I'm really, again, just not sure what to say, but the difference between the very muffled sound we get in the first half of the track and then that second drop, which, to my knowledge, is from the original, just sounds so much sharper and refined. You can hear it straight away, just like it's been given the high definition treatment. And both examples of recent Marauder kind of meshed into one, if you get me. But with that, you get some good, not so good, so it's one of those that's just a bit balanced to finish it. But in terms of my overall thoughts here, I think, for me anyway, there are good aspects of every tune, you know, all 9. I don't think there's one here that I don't like anything about, which doesn't mean, by the way, there aren't tunes here that I don't enjoy for the most part, you know, on the whole. There are definitely a couple of those here. But I think all of them have at least something going for them, and that's more than I expected, I would have to say. A good mix of styles here as well across the 9 tunes, a diverse selection, a good relationship between them over the course of the comp, and a couple also that are notably different to basically anything I've heard before, and even also, I would say, a couple of tunes here that may be among my favourites of the year so far. Obviously yet to hear it on headphones, and that could change that. It's just on speakers here, of course, but for what they are, they have pretty much everything you could want, my favourite stuff here. And taking all of that into account, what I've just said, a pretty solid compilation on the whole, yeah. But for what it's worth, my favourites here come from Hugh K and Papa Khan, and then just below that, Laryngitis by Marauder and Sizzy. But there we have it, my initial thoughts and reaction to the new compilation, the debut compilation from Malignant Music, Malignant Volume 1. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching. But what did you guys make of the compilation? Do you have a favourite track or a couple of favourites from the 9? Drop all of your views, thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. If you did enjoy the video, then be sure to give it a big old thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell along the way so you can be notified whenever I upload a new video to the channel, and my social media accounts and the Discord server are linked below. And if you want to find some other live reviews on the channel, I will link them right here. But beyond that, keep it naughty. If it's naughty, then you know. And I will see all of you legends in the next one. Peace!